Now hopefully that rain that you can hear behind you isn't too bad. Australia is not always hot and warm. It's down south it certainly gets wet and rainy. Anyway, here goes. So I've got the Nitecore p36 torch in front of me. I've recently acquired this, so I haven't owned any other Nitecore products before. You've probably already seen some of the other reviews around, and that's fine. I'm just going to go give you my take on what I think of the torch. So first of all, in the kit, and sorry I don't have the box to show you the unboxing, we have this torch with the strap, nice little addition, slidey retention piece, I don't know what you'd call that. It also came with a replacement switch cap and a replacement O-ring for the body here. So which is handy. Saves having to source one should anything go. And sorry about the focus, so I haven't really used this camera before. It's not doing too well. Anyway, so first of all, the build quality seems quite good. Should be serviceable if parts fail. I'm not sure. I haven't had to deal with Nitecore and fixing them. Hopefully I don't have any trouble, but if I do, it does seem to be fine in that regards. And it was good to see that the switch cap, that a additional one was added, I guess for failure. I mean, between that and the rotary switch, they're going to be the parts that I would assume would go wrong, if anything. We've also got the battery carrier here, so I think most of the other torch ranges, they don't have this style carrier. You put the batteries in, but this does. I've got a couple Keep Power Li-ions 18650s in it. They seem alright. It's interesting that this design, the battery carrier can go in, if I can get it in, there we go, it can go in either way. There's springs on either end, so it's universal, which I suppose in a hurry you don't have to worry, at least with the carrier, about polarity. Still in the actual housing you do. The other thing to keep in mind is that you will have to, if I can get these out, use you can't use flat top cells, you've got to use the button style cells because of that. Sorry about that not focusing. You're going to have a play with this camera afterwards. Whereas the other end's got a spring. If I take that out, will it focus up? Nah, no good. Oh well. So yeah, that's probably one catch just to be aware of, that you're going to have to use that, or maybe somehow mod something up yourself if you want to use flat tops. Another thing I found hard to find was when I was looking at purchasing this with reviews and manufacturer's spec, were dimensions. Put this all back together. Will it flash? As you can see there, the flashes, 3 flashes means, I believe it is above 50% charge. Below 50% it's a continuous red flash every couple of seconds, and near depletion it's a rapid fast flash. So as I was saying before, one thing I struggled to find were dimensions. So I've got the caliper here, which unfortunately is only 15cm, a nice cheapie. I'll have to get the tape measure for the last part, but let's get some rough dimensions here. As you can see, the diameter of the head is 50 mil, like what's in the brochure. You've got the length of the head, which is also 50 mil, well, close enough to it. I believe the body of the torch is a bit greater than 15 centimeters, so couldn't find the ruler. Tape measure will be the next best thing. Oh, what's that? Approximately 180 mil, I'm sure that. Yeah, let me kind of zoom if I lock that on. Hang on, bear with me there. I can. What have we got there? So from the end to the end, it's slightly over 170, 175. The part that I was really interested in, I couldn't find dimensions on. Let me just move that there. Was this body section. So we have got about 83 mil, and from there to the end, about 100. If you can't read that, it says 107. That'd be about right. Got a width here, if I bring that in, because I was wanting to try use one of these in an existing torch holder. Got a width there of 22. which proved impossible. Now I'll try to get outside of these ridges. That comes up to about 40mm. Gives you a bit of an idea. As I said, I wanted to use these in an existing torch holder, which unfortunately this is a bit larger than the torch I had, so I wasn't able to. I guess finally I'm not going to bother with beam shots. You can see them with other people, and I don't really have the wall set up here to put it on. So I've got the switch. So first of all, I'll zoom out here, hang on. I press in this rotary switch. You can, maybe if you hear, it's got a good nice tactile feel to it. If I push that in and hold it in, you can see this strobe. Now this doesn't come up on the camera properly. Now it is an extremely fast rate of flashing. I don't know how many hertz. I don't really have the gear here to test that, but it's pretty damn fast. So we'll turn this on. Now, if I turn it to, this is what always confuses me, because usually you'd go clockwise is increasing, but in this, clockwise is on the dimmest setting. So you can see that now there. Now if I turn it a few turns and turn it on, it instantly jumps to either the brightest, there we go, or the lowest setting. So I'll go through them. As I said, I'm not worried about beam shots. You get the idea, and the camera's auto adjusting. I'm not fussed. I'm sure there's plenty of pictures and other people out there that with a similar torch using the same chip. The wheel does feel nice. I'm a bit worried that if you were frequently using it every day, the rubber on it would wear out. The mechanism should be fine. You can see also, while I'm down there on that tail cap section, that there's a loop either side, and as the product states, well, I'm blinding you there, I can't do it on this table, but it does tail stand, just. Where else are we up to with this? Yeah, so there's some dimensions. There's a rough idea on use. Now probably the only other thing is the strobe mode. So once it's on, if I push the tail cap, you can see it goes to that rapid mode. I can then spin it. There's a fast SOS, that's the SOS mode. Now what's this next one? That's, I guess, like a locating beacon, but a quick flash. We've got another locating, I guess it's a longer duration, and once again a different duration again. Back to the strobe. So there you I guess your tactile modes, although this isn't designed as a tactical, sorry, not tactile, tactical. Although this isn't designed as a tactical torch. There's I guess a few tactical features, and you may be able to use them depending on your purpose. But I hope that gives some people a better idea of what this torch is capable of, and some better dimensions. That's what I really struggled, was to find some good dimensions that probably weren't listed. I guess one final one, looks like my caliper's going flat here. Might be this tail section, I don't know, people probably aren't interested in this, but whatever. So I've got that dimension there of 24mm. And the height of the tail section too. So we can see that's 39, close enough to 40, so that's 39, and the body section is slightly smaller at about, there's ridges on there, so I have to get it right. Let's call it 35. So it gives you a bit of an idea. Then this next ring was 39, and the head should be pretty much on 50. I think it's tapered. So, oh, there you go, it's showing me 44. Maybe I probably should have zeroed that, because I bet you. There we go, I have to do these dimensions again. Stupid temperature in here. It's obviously this caliper's warmed up. So what have we got? On the tail section, got 30mm. 43mm. 22, 41, 44, and that should taper up to about 50mm. There we go. So those dimensions should be fine there, and what was listed earlier on at the start, that should also be fine. Well, I guess I'm going to leave it at this, and oh, one other thing too, as all LED torches, this diode does get pretty hot. I had the up at full brightness. I will leave that for a little bit. I grabbed out, where is it? My IR thermometer. There it is. Just a cheapie because, well, I don't really need anything fancy. I was able to, see if I can get this to do it. If I can read. 70, 80 degrees, 85. As I said, I don't know exactly how accurate this is, but that chip does get fairly damn warm. But the whole torch does dissipate it very well, and apparently it's got your thermal circuitry in it, so that as it detects temperature increase, beyond a certain range, it will decrease the output. Now I haven't noticed that even when it's warm, so I don't know if it's active. I need really a lux meter, but I do have one somewhere, don't know where though. One very last thing, even though I keep saying it, is this torch doesn't seem to be using any PWM, which always irritated me with some of the others I've had. You could, usually see the flicker, whereas this, I can't see it. Doesn't mean it's not there, but I do recall reading others have said that that it's using current controlled rather than PWM. So I'd go with that. I agree. I can't see any flicker, which is very nice over having a few that flicker. So yeah, all right. I'll leave it at this, and that's that.